Hi, welcome to another episode of This is Anything Goes, and today I'm going to show you something disgusting. Alright, something that nobody has, or at least most people have not thought about, which is to clean their seat belts. Alright, so let's get to it. Okay, so I've actually been cleaning my seat belts all this while for my other cars, but I didn't really make a video of it because, well, those seat belts were either black or dark gray in color, so it doesn't really show how dirty it is. But ever since I've gotten this Toyota Alphard, it's beige or cream in color, so you may not see it, but if you were to pull it all the way out, all right, the part that is supposed to be clean versus the part that is normally used, you can see that there's a color difference. All right, so let's see how we clean this up. All right, okay, so the first thing that you need to do is you need to purchase one of these seatbelt stoppers. All right, so what you do is you just unwind the entire seatbelt out. Okay, then lock it in place, and you get the entire length of the seatbelt like this. All right, so normally what I do is I do portion by portion, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to show it to you how dirty it is. All right, okay, so I'm just gonna use a container here just to show you how much dirt we can actually take out from this. All right, okay, so the first thing we do is put some soap. This is just normal dishwashing soap. Add a bit of water to it. Alright. Take it out and we give it a good brush. Alright. You can see the color of the soap turning black. Don't forget to scrub the back side also. I mean the other side. Just inspect and give it another scrub if needed. Okay, so let's wait for this portion to dry and then we'll see what's the difference compared to its surrounding, okay? Okay, so I've given it a good 1 hour to dry. So you can see this is the wash part and this is the unwashed part. Alright, so you can probably see a very big difference in the color itself. Alright, I'm not sure if it will show in the camera, hang on. Yeah, it does show on the camera. Alright, so yep, so I've given it about an hour to dry, and this is the clean portion and this is the dirty portion. So you can see this is where it meets, this is the clean and this is the dirty. Alright, so always make sure that you clean your seat belts probably 6 months once. If you're the type that likes to wear sleeveless and go for sports and everything, you might want to wash it every 3 months once because it tends to get dirty from our dead skins, our sweat, the dirt on our clothes and everything. All right, so this is particularly true if you're the type that you know, when you scratch your skin and you have dead black colored dead skins, all right, then you might want to clean this a bit more often. All right, okay, so just now that method was using a brush. What if you have a hand drill with a brush attachment? This makes things much easier, and this is my usual method. So what we do is the same. We mix up the same solution, this soap, followed by water. Okay, and what we will do is we will take the seat belt and soak it for a few seconds. Okay, so what you do right now is you take away the dish soap, take your brush, dip it into the solution, shake off the excess, and start drilling. Okay, then what you do is you wipe the belt. Yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of dirt here, but not as bad as the driver's side. The driver's side was worst. Okay, and then repeat this maybe another 1 or 2 more times. If you want 3 more times, okay? Okay, so I've cleaned the driver and the passenger side, only the front side, because my rear sides usually my kids will be using their car seats and they have their own seat belts for their car seats, so the seat belts are not that dirty, so I don't really clean that. So I only clean the front, the driver side and the front passenger side, because these two are the one mostly used, especially the driver, because every time you use it you need a driver, right? Okay, so that's how I'm hanging it to dry. I'm just using an S hook up here and just hanging it. Just leave it for about an hour, it will be dry and you can keep everything. Okay, so now let's see how much dirt we actually got out from one seat belt. Okay, from one seat belt, yeah. Okay, so this is the cloth that I was using to wipe the dirt. You can see some dirt on the floor here as well, so some escaped. Alright, so let's see. Yep, kind of dirty. Alright, so I'll be rinsing the cloth a couple more times just to get all the dirt out, but this is the first rinse and you can see how dirty it is already. Okay, so just for your hygiene sake, make sure you clean your seatbelt. Alright, I know black color and gray color seatbelts, like example the one I have here. Oh, that hurts. Alright, you don't see the dirt. Okay, but it's there, so you better clean it. Okay, so let's talk a bit about this DIY. Time it takes, so it takes roughly about 5 to 10 minutes per seatbelt, maybe less if you have a drill like me. Alright, if not, you have to use a brush and manually brush it. That will take a while. Okay, you can use other type of soap, no problems. So far I've used other type of soaps on the other seat belts of my car. So far there's no degrading, there's no snapping of the seat belt, everything still works perfectly fine. Okay, but one thing I did notice, alright, while I'm always cleaning my other cars, because I've gotten them since new or since quite a number of years back, this seat belt was actually very hard. Okay, it's rigid, but after I've cleaned it, the portion that I was seeing that was clean versus the portion that was dirty, it is softer. The part that is clean is actually softer and more flexible. All right, so that's one thing that I did not actually expect. Whereas the seat belts that have been cleaned all this while has remained soft all the while. Okay, so I'm not sure how long these seat belts have not been cleaned. I've got this car since last year. I've not cleaned it for 1 year, sorry. But the car is a 2009, so it has been a good 13 years, 3 owners as well. Okay, so it was first a Japanese owner, then came to Malaysia, it was a Chinese owner, then a Malay owner, and then me. All right, so not sure it has ever been cleaned, but that's it. Yeah, I guess that's the end of this video. All right, a simple DIY that does not cost a lot, does not take a lot of time, but has a lot of health benefits. So if you have the time, make sure you clean your seat belts. All right, and if you have not done so, make sure you hit the subscribe, hit the like, and hit the bell button so you get notified on our future uploads. All right, and every subscription counts, so I'm counting on you guys. All right, till next time, I will see you again.